Hey there. Okay. So, um, for this one, I thought, we might change course a bit. Because we haven't really discussed Collin as a person, his personality, um, in depth. I think we should also answer the question, what is he going to look like? Um, Let me get moving. Um, yeah, what is his appearance? What is his personality, in depth? I don't want to go with the troubled teen approach because that's been done before far too often. If he has been bullied, I want there to be a more interesting reason for it. Not, oh, you're a nerdy kid and we're bullying you because of that. He's also going to be different from certain heroes in that he'll have two parents who are supportive, always there, even into um, his later years, meaning when he's an adult and he's working for Stark. in the future, for these streams, I think what I should do is try to write something down first. So I'm not silent. Because the purpose of these streams is to have a discussion and to really get into it. I can't do that if I don't have anything planned. um, just trying to find my shoes now. Oh, also, before I forget, hopefully tomorrow or maybe the day after, I will be having a special guest with me. That was the plan for yesterday, but we couldn't get it figured out, or I couldn't get it figured out. Hopefully that will be sorted out. I can't find my other shoe. This is annoying. Very annoying. Must be downstairs. Okay. Well, you have you? Your name does look familiar to me, so I'd imagine that means that you were here before. So, welcome back. Yeah, so I don't know what Collin's gonna look like. It doesn't really matter what his ethnicity is. Unless that was to play more of a role into the story, and I'm always hesitant. Because this will sound silly, but as a white man, I don't feel comfortable trying to write a story for a character from a culture and upbringing that I have never lived. Okay, cool. So, what we know so far is that he was very much into art and writing growing up. He loved to draw. He loved to write little stories. And these stories eventually turned into a comic. That was his original dream, to be a comic book creator, which unfortunately didn't pan out. Now, at the same time, he was also working towards uh, getting into college, and he wanted to study some thing related to science. He just wasn't too sure. Um, so he was kind of juggling both things, I suppose. Uh, and he ultimately chooses engineering because that's something that, to him, it's more hands-on. It's less theoretical. You know, a lot of sciences that don't involve you working with something is all, it's very speculative, right? He wants to be more hands-on, just like, he didn't just sit there and think about, I want to write a comic and I'm just going to think about it all the time. No, I'm actually going to do it. Um, and as a pretty big departure from characters who become heroes that start off as more or less sidekicks or understudies. He was not an Iron Man fan. He was not a fan of the hero that he would come to work along with. He knew about him, obviously. Um, like anybody, he would be wowed if he saw Iron Man flying around or doing something in the background. But he wasn't one of those characters, he isn't one of those individuals who said, I want to get involved with this because of him. So I'm thinking, as he was going through school, his ideas were pretty um, far along. He wasn't thinking of the here and now, but of the when and then. And his teachers suggested that he maybe try to work towards establishing himself and try to um, get a meeting with the likes of Tony Stark, whose whole deal was always, I'm looking to the future, not the present. I want to build something that's going to make things better in the future instead of just worrying about what's happening now. It allows you to consider how what you're doing may impact the future. Um, and it really is better to think more long term than about the current timeline. Now, this is going to sound a bit odd, but I would like for Collin to be a bit of an athlete. We'll say that he had self-confidence problems. And he was dealing with a lot. He was depressed. And his parents suggested an outlet for him. Um, so he took up martial arts. As a way to help. And as anyone would know who's ever taken lessons, it really is good for your psyche. And it's through that confidence that is the reason why he really didn't get bullied. Because there didn't seem to be anything about him worth targeting. I'm a man. Okay. Who can say? Who can say? Okay. Uh, let's say that we'll continue this tomorrow. Because as you can see, I'm kind of zoning out. Not going to end the stream, just yet. Yeah. This is going to be a note to my future self. A reminder. Make sure that you watch this stream and try to get some inspiration to then write some notes down, and some new ideas to get rid of the dead air in this stream, and continue to do that going forward. Okay. So now I think we will end it. So thank you for tuning in, for the likes, for the comments. And that goes for all of my new subs and all of you who will be watching this after the fact, who I will ask to please like, comment, and subscribe if you like and hear what you're seeing. As always, the truth is, I am Iron Man.